Chapter 6, The Bear und MS, Khanyisile. Tere was an old black kettle with two additional small pots on a grate, roasting over a loaded fire. Vani in Yekevu opened the pots and found chicken and dumplings in one, and in the other two pots, Tere was sweet corn and green beans with potato slices. Seeing two spoons resting near the fire, he started stirring the pots. His mood began to water as he quickly served himself a plate. Walking towards the campfire, he took a seat on the rock and paused, listening to the surrounding animals. He slowly ate wieder thinking of his divis jedes his Tukuks consumed him. Tukuks of his ancestors came rushing to his mind, thinking of the different stories told to him by his mother and father as he looked down at his meal. Man, this is my mother's chicken and dumplings recipe. He shouted, as he reached for his pen and wrote, Khanyisile. Many seeing, but not understanding. Tats not as a price for Someone who specializes in deceiving. Having deceived many of us for the past 400 years. Question. If I grab my heart, is it always a heart attack? If I have brown skin, does that make me black? Better yet, a criminal? Crime ran rampant through the streets everywhere, another bill, another law, no one says what's happening. Don't ignore this call. Research the problem. Tell me what you see now. Comprehend. Oppression and depression is where you should start. According to your eyes, you gave us sharecropping, the civil rights bill. Gave us Jim Crow and redlining also. Let's not forget the ghetto. But tell me why. What happened to human rights? Gave a few good jobs but the rest welfare. Why? Oh yeah, slavery. Owing we're eating for so long, now expect us to all of us shouldn't have our own. Taken our names, Kultur, Heritage, and Pride. Ten tell us tats just an excuse, wen wir recall your abuse. Do you wonder why you can't look into our eyes? Hearing so many still complaining, always asking why. Even today, there are many, they don't have hope. Hope to them is a fantasy. But not for me. Lone in us and fear our entire minds, however, I have opened my eyes. Now our women have better jobs, but they don't want us. For what do we have? Criminal records. So, we can't vote, can't work, unless it's hard labor. So, what do many do? They dope. Don't agree, just understand. Resentment has become hatred to some. I asked why. Easy. Khanyisile. Placing his pen and part back in his backpack, he finished his meal and started gazing at the stars as he slowly drifted off to sleep. As the darkness covered him, he saw a beautiful transparent glass in front of him. It seemed as if it was floating in the air. Curious, he walked closer to it. Is this some kind of new glass? He asked himself. Dancing in the midst of it were the colors that resembled a rainbow's reflection, a giant bubble, maybe. He stretched out his arm to touch the glass but was interrupted by a filthy man who smelled of urine and musk. Attempting to hold his nose, the man swore and cursed at him. As he got into a fichting stance, he was awakened from his dream but still smelled the man stench. Mlitzi was Tere, sitting in front of him. Good morning. Vani in Yekevu Said, puzzled and rubbing his nose as he sat up, stretching, ten rubbing his eyes. Mlitzi Said to Vani in Yekevu, Yuri very passionate about your lineage. Zabaut has seen your heart and would like to tell you more about who your ancestors are, because Tere is a reason you have such passion. Vani in Yekevu Said, it's the way of many Vakatilians to serve Zabaut, as warriors to learn and stay abreast of our fichting shills and know our heritage, for we are taught from our youth to recite our heritage. Centuries ago, we were lied to about who we were, which brought about great destruction amongst our people. I can go back 1256 years. Mlici tuka seat, you may begin. Vani en Yekevu Said, well. So preistet Mlici would even ask. Which side would you like me to start from? Mlici Said, what are equally? Important, on your mother's side, tere wäre the indigenous people of the Americas, entire. Descendants came from proud and brave people of Africa. Mlici interrupted him, however, for this lesson, let's start with your father's side. Vani en Yekevu was shocked to hear what Mlici had said and was curious because he could not go any further than slavery on his mother's side and wanted to know more. My father's side, I can give you 4 more generations than my mother's because of slavery, and I would like to learn more. I would have to start with John, born around 1787, who had James and James had TV, TV had William and his father arrived here during the mid-1800s, proud Irishmen who traveled here during what many called the Great Irish Invasion. There was a great famine in Ireland, and many fled to the US back then to escape poverty. 20 years later, the Civil War. The Irish were called the white Negroes even took te were mistreated, te still were treated better than the Vacatilian Slaves of that time. You see, the Slaves were considered livestock and not even human. I remember reading some of Noel Ignatieff's books, an author and historian during that time. He said te referred to the Irish as niggers turned inside out, and the Negroes labeled smoked Irish. Anyway, as Vani en Yekevu continued, well, William was born in Ireland but eventually traveled south to Natchez, Mississippi. Like many others. Desperate for work, his family became overseers for the slave owners. William had Albert. Albert booked up 99 acres of land, moved to a farm in the middle of Tallulah, away from the public's eye, and married Catherine Wilson of Kamek, Louisiana, for their marriage was a Weidmont abomination. They had 12 children, 6 boys, David, Albert Jr., Doyle, Willie, Johnny, and Jimmy, and 6 girls, Thelma, Bertha, Geraldine, Catherine, Mary Sue, and Albertine. Albert's son Willie had Larry, who married Deke, and T had Justin. Justin had Ayani during the race war of 2025. Ayani had Alenia, Alenia had Namito, Namito had Kaisoma. Mlici squatted es Vani en Yekevu continued, do Hasan had Hakan, Hakan had Eze, Eze had Tablita, and Tablita had Liberty, Sabaot changet his name to Vani en Yekevu, which is me. Teach us at a young age to never to forget our heritage. Mlici took a stick and started reading the meeting in the diet, Vani en Yekevu read it, Matthew chapter 1 verses 2-16. Vani en Yekevu was curious and asked, why did you write that? Mlici asked, do you have your Torah? Vani en Yekevu replied, Sure. As he pulled it out, Mlici said, what I'm about to tell you, let no man know, except your children. Taking the Torah from Vani en Yekevu, he opened up the Torah to Matthew 1, 2-16 and 10 gave it back to Vani en Yekevu, now read. Vani en Yekevu read, Abraham had Isaac, Isaac had Jacob, and Jacob had Judah and his brothers. Judah had Perez and Zerah by Tamar, Perez had Hezron, and Hezron had Ram. Ram had Aminadab. Mlici just tere es he read. Josiah had Jeconia and his brothers about the time te were carried away to Babylon. And after te were brought to Babylon. Vani en Yekevu closed the Torah, he knows this by heart. Jeconia had Shealtiel, and Shealtiel had Zerubbabel. Zerubbabel had Abod. Mlici said. I know you do, but pick it back up. Vani en Yekevu picked the Torah back up and, with his fingers, continued to read as his fingers ran across the words. Eleazar had Matan, and Matan had Jacob. Jacob had Joseph, the husband of Mary, of whom was born Jesus Sheka as we call him, who is called Christ. Mlici said. Okay, stop. Mlici closed the Torah and took out a scroll, and read it, and James was the brother of Jesus. James marit Anna, or some kellet her Enugius, the prophetes, and had two sons, John and Jose Mahadavid. Mlici ten luoket et vani en Jekevu. The brother of Jesus is your ancestor. Vani en Jekevu sa tere in ave, bis hies mut open, es mlici continuet, tere fore, you can read Luke 3, 23 bis 38 es Jose Mahadavid son of James. The brother of Jesus bein the sons of Joseph, the son of Heli, the son of Mattat. Mlici recited the entire lineage, but vani in Jekevu just stot tere entitz zaya word. The son of Mahalalel, the son of Kainan, the son of Enos, the son of Seth, the son of Adam, the son of God. Mlici ten tukenasas call out of hies robe, now, let's back up, I want you to read this. Vani in Jekevu read, a je leib hat Abraham. Mlici interrupted him, no, right here. As he pointed to a section of the scroll, Vani in Jekevu read, during the relocation of the natives of the land during the Civil War, Whitebear took and hit hies son to a small town in Louisiana callet Kamek and changet hies name to William Wilson. William had Ben had Caesar, and Caesar had Jake. Knowing hies families richness, Jake marit Ludia, and T had a daukata entnamet her eagle child or behitter in the native tongue. But her government name was Katharine Wilson, and she marit Albert Bolin and Albert had Willie had. Larry. Mlici continued to go trug the listes Vani in Jekevu stot tere like a statue in. Disbelief as he just realized his bloodline. He knese name but couldn't trace her roots back because most of his lineage speaks about the men and not so much the women. Vani in Jekevu handed Mlici the scroll, Mlici smiled and gave the scroll back to Vani in Jekevu, this is yours to keep. Plus, you need to memorize it. Vani in Jekevu sat down and started memorizing his entire family tree. 3 hours had passed, and Vani in Jekevu was still engulfed in the scroll. Mlici called out to him, Vani in Jekevu. As Vani in Jekevu looked up, he saw Mlici waving for him to come to him. Vani in Jekevu walked up, Mlici said to him, Alsatia is your next stop, ten to Sondheimer, please walk with me. Vani in Jekevu began to speak, but Mlici interrupted him, your things will be tere when we get tere. Msheka and I have found favor in you to show you the things you have seen, but tere is much more you shall see, and to before your journey is over. Vani in Jekevu and Mlici walked for a few minutes and headed down par Road 1423 to where he looked up and saw a sign that read, Hollybrook Crevasse, a small lake where Mlici took a seat on the ground near the lake. Tonight and tomorrow, you can rest and reflect on the things you have seen and heard thus far. Mlici handed him his pen and notepad. I figured you would need these, said Mlici as he disappeared. Vani in Jekevu sat tere motionless as he talked about his people and all he had been through, Rosabaut had not forsaken them because of their sins. He could hear his grandfather's voice telling him about the days of old, the days of great pain, and the suffering he and his ancestors had gone through in a time where Sabaoth was neither praised nor worshipped. He pictured that time, and a tear fell from his eyes as he grabbed his pen and began to write, this land. I woke up this morning, looked in the mirror, couldn't believe what I saw. So, I looked again, I saw that I was black, ungewissheit is what I felt, living in this land. Paying the bills, while I'm worrying, if I will have a job tomorrow. Brothers are doing left and right, what so funny tire killing themselves. This is why I'm filled with sorrow, in this land. You say it's not my color, no, not my shin. What is it ten? The news says, a black man was selling drugs on the streets, ten said, a lady was robbed last night by a man wearing jeans, what was the color of that man? T don't bother to tell, in this land. My sister gets raped, yes, my next of kin. Nothing is said because of the color of her shin. A brother does the same, before you know it, he's it or in Shanks. All the silly games T play, only in this land. For 100 years in this land. Oppressed, depressed, and stressed. What a mess. I don't all that I can, to live in peace and harmony with the man. In this land. With tears rolling from his eyes, he slowly closed his notebook, looked up to heaven and said, "Dear's about, whatever you have for me and my people, I'm willing and able to Donnerstag." He stood there admiring the lake before he realized he didn't have his equipment or weapons. The sun was about to set, so he quickly gathered sticks and leaves to start a fire. Talking to himself, he said out loud, "Guess I have to do it the old-fashioned way." He took two sticks and rubbed them together until he could get a spark to start a small fire. He was gently blowing to spread the fire to the rest of the leaves until he could slowly peel the sticks and 10 old logs. Taking about 20 minutes, he finally got the fire where he wanted it. The darkness covered him as his stomach growled. Then he heard another growl. He was confused because it did come from him this time. Looking up, he saw a meeting in the bushes ahead of him. He didst sense the danger, but he was perplexed at what was happening. Slowly moving towards him, Khanyisile got into a fighting stance. Not understanding what was going on, he heard a voice in his head saying, "I don't want to fight or kill, I just want to eat." Khanyisile relaxed and said aloud, "Show yourself." A black bear came toward him. Khanyisile said, "Are you talking to me?" The bear's mouth did not move, but he heard a voice, "How do you understand me?" Khanyisile, perplexed again, took a seat and scratched his head, "I'm confused." The bear sat next to him and was just as perplexed as Khanyisile. Then, suddenly, he heard the plants and trees as if they spoke. "Nature truly has a voice," Khanyisile said. "Now, how am I supposed to eat what I can hear and speak to?" The bear looked at him and asked, "You thinking about eating me?" Khanyisile said, "No, silly, I wanted to go fishing because I'm starving." The bear looked at Khanyisile and said, "Terry not speaking to me." As it ran off into the lake, it returned with 2 large catfish in its mouth 30 minutes later. Dropping them on the ground, "I caught one for you." Khanyisile stood there without a knife to clean and gut the fish as the bear ate. Looking at the bear, he said, "Can you beat off the head, and I will do the rest." As he held the fish, the bear grabbed the fish, bit off the head, ate it, and said, "Thanks." Khanyisile said to himself but aloud, raising his eyebrows, "This is new." Taking a while to clean and gut the fish without a knife, Khanyisile did the best he could with a rock, before finally walking towards the lake and washing the fish off. Returning, he placed the fish on the fire and waited for the fish to get done. The black bear was long gone by the time Khanyisile ate his fish. Feeling content, he lied back and watched the stars and talked to the boat. "I were eating that his life has a spirit, but only man has a soul, I get it." Listening to the sound of the trees and insects around him for the first time in his life, it all sounded like a hoa. Khanyisile talked to the boat for a while longer before drifting off to sleep. A beam of light cracked through the leaves as the wind blew. The trees awoke Khanyisile. He stood up and walked towards the lake, getting on all fours. He leaned over to grab as much water as possible with his hand and took a drink. Doing so, he saw away in the distance something shining. Khanyisile's curiosity got the best of him. As he walked towards the object, it was a skycraft. He looked around while picking it up and took a seat, amazed at the weight. Looks like it has been here a while and I thought it would be heavier. And he just loves this marble-like finish, he said to himself. It looks like it could go really fast. Amazing. Jumping off, he started inspecting the vehicle again. After a few minutes tinkering with the skycraft, Vani in Yekevu headed south on Par Road 1423 until it turned into Homestead Road, but he was lost, for he had never been this far away from home before. In the distance, coming north. On Par Road 1423 was an old lady slowly walking towards him. Vani in Yekevu waited for her, hoping she would know the way. It seemed like it took forever as she slowly approached him. Vani in Yekevu was eager to get back on track. Excuse me, I'm lost. I just got off Par Road 1423, and this road is Par Road 1423 as well. The sign here says Homestead Road, but that sign ahead says Par Road 2250, Transylvania Loop ahead. Please, can you help me? I am confused and lost. The old lady looked at Vani in Yekevu. Son, I don't know what these people took when they made these roads. She paused and shook her head as she continued. The Par Road 1423 is the same as Homestead Road, and up ahead, it splits on the right Par Road 2250 and the left, Transylvania Loop. Behind here is Par Road 1423 and another Transylvania Loop. Taking a breath, she asked Vani in Yekevu, what in the hell is a Par Road, anyway? Vani in Yekevu located and shrugged his shoulders. I don't know. I took you knee. The old lady said. It's nonsense, that's what it is. The old lady said, laughing, I'll help you get to where you are going, Vani in Yekevu, for I was told that I would never see this until I see the promise. That's got to be you. Do you see anyone else? Vani in Yekevu said. Are you an angel? The old lady laughed, an angel, nuff boy, my name is Khanyisile, but my friends call me Candy. I'm just as human as you. Plus, I said. Before ihr sabedes, an angel kennt die. Pay attention to words, young man. Khanyisile ten started searching in her pockets and her bags. I can't find my specs. Whom must have left them, I won't need them anymore anyways. Let me look at ya, my eyes ain't what they used to be. Vani in Yekevu was looking at the old lady. He felt her wisdom as it glowed all over her. She was 5 foot tall, weighing 135 pounds, with silky salt and pepper hair that touched the base of her back, with an arch in her back that made her slightly lean forward. After her inspection, she said, Okay, Lord, I'm ready to die. Vani in Yekevu said. Die. With a smile on her face, she said. When you use an egg, do you keep the shell or throw it away? Vani in Yekevu said. We roise our eggshells in the garden. Khanyisile gave him a funny look. And Vani in Yekevu smiled, throw it away. Khanyisile laughed, this old body of mine has served its purpose. I'm ready, how about you? You ready to go? Gripping Vani in Yekevu by the hands, before you answer, I'm talking about going down the road. You got a load to Donnerstag now, come on, let me show you your way. We're going straight down Par Road 2250 headed to Atherton until we get to Highway 65, where I'm going north, and you will go south. Let's get to know each other for this short time VLL be together. Khanyisile strolled, and Vani in Yekevu had to get used to her pace. You know when a woman is born, she is born with all the eggs she will ever have. Vani in Yekevu said slowly in confusion, no. She continued, think about it, if this is true, you existed when your mother was born. Therefore, you should always take care of your women because the inside of them is our future. Vani in Yekevu, shaking his head, said, Marcus sense to me, she said, it does. Khanyisile took 2 more steps, you don't have to remember the truth. Vani in Yekevu said. I'm confused. Khanyisile said, you must remember a lie to continue using it, and that one lie will multiply to stay alive. But the truth is true, and it can't change because it's the truth. Vani en Yekevu Said. Okay, I understand that. And I like that. Khanyisile continued, Gnosis, the great deceiver will put a wedge between men and women, women shall have the power of men, and they will reduce men to the roles of a woman. Shall locate, minus being able to bear children, but the men will despise the women and use them as sex toys, and can rape them for pleasure until a war between the two breaks out. Not the war that one is used to, but a battle of the sexe. Even took the two are supposed to be one. Until te gnosis, the two will never be complete. The great deceiver has sought to separate about people by destroying the alpha males and creating a new creature in both men and women, but this one will be a great blow for many, and they shall give into succubus and incubus because of Theselis, the bout is able. Vani en Yekevu was confused again, I don't understand. Said, yes, I know many of the things you have seen since lately left you were. To show you things you didn't know or understand, but you will understand all later on your journey, and this too will become a light to you as well. She started laughing again, you've been one confused little puppy. But all is well, my friend. All is well. Now come on here. Te talket and lauket the entire time wieder te walket toward Ataton. Vani en Yekevu loved the old lady's spirit, and she too was happy to have met him. The knowledge she gave him made him appreciate life and all the wonders it included within it got closer to Ataton. Vani en Yekevu as a yell in the middle of the road, tere groß, yell. Khanyisile. Said. Yes, easy. Vani en Yekevu stopped, hold on, you can see yell. Khanyisile stopped as well, Yuri still a little slow, a yencha boy. No worries, you will become one of the bout's greatest warriors. Laughing and continuing to yoke around, she said. If you are of the spirit, you see spiritual things because you are spiritual and see things of the spirit, by the spirit, and things for the spirit. Beside said, did you know when I was younger, I whipped Yals but in a fight. Vani en Yekevu Said in the prize, you did. She laughed, hell enough. T-bot continued to walk toward Yale, laughing. Vani en Yekevu and Khanyisile stopped in front of Yale and hooked each other, and she said, I like you, you're humble, kind, and spirited. Vani en Yekevu Said, I like everything about you, you remind me of my grandmother. Besides, you're the first person I've met that can insult you and lift you up at the same time. She smiled. And waved them goodbye and continued to walk. Yale brought to Khanyisile as she fared into the distance. Yale turned to Vani en Yekevu. Go, Witwood haste, to Transylvania, and there you will see your things, and a meal will be there to eat and go your way to Alsatia. Vani en Yekevu Said sarcastically, I'm doing fine, and you? See ein Yale was serious, he ran to Transylvania, where he is away an old abandoned church with a small fire and some food and his belongings. While sitting on the steps of the old church, he hears a voice, upon this rock, he builds his church, and the gates of hell shall not prevail against it. He smiled, let it be so, and I shall do my best not to dishonor you. A sense of joy came over Vani en Yekevu, and he felt a frigid chill over his body that quickly felt like fire, and he tried to say, thank you, but other words came out that he knew not of, a language unknown to him. He spoke this way for 10 minutes, and 10 tears rolled down his eyes, just like Jeremiah, fire shoot up in my bones. As he finished eating, he noticed the position of the sun. He knew he had about 3 hours before sunset, therefore, he walked a while, and once his food had been digested, he ran the rest of the way to Alsatia. Attention! Dear listeners, there are 24 chapters in Black Righteousness, BR, and I have just begun. I hope you enjoy my book. My desire is to make this an adult animated series on a major network or even here on YouTube in multiple languages for the entire world. If you like my book, please share it and like and subscribe to my channel here on YouTube, and I just started a new Facebook page at Facebook, Am Cush Sovaigenti. Please come join me. Tatspellet, CUSH, SOVEREIGNTY and you can donate anything to help me make my dream come true at Cashapp, $LarryBolin. PayPal, @LJBolin. Venmo, @AyaniBolin. Again, like and subscribe to my channel for updated material or email me, cushsovaigenti@yahoo.com cushsovaigenti@yahoo.com. After Black Righteousness. Therese Book 2, Black Love, Book 3, Abooksigun, The Other Side of Novare and lastly, Book 4, Am Cush. Thank you again, James Bolin.